Hi, parents. I wanted to take a minute to talk about why it's important to know high frequency words and be able to decode phonetically pure words. When we're looking at decoding, that's breaking down the word into word parts that we know or individual letter sounds that we know. And phonics is matching those sounds to letter patterns and spelling patterns that children know. When we look at high frequency words, they're in 70 to 75% of all written texts. These are the ones that students learn primarily in kindergarten through third grade. There's some examples here on the slide. Typically, kindergartners have 50 sight words to learn, and in first, second, and third grade, there's 100 sight words to learn in each grade level. So by the time they hit fourth grade, they should have about 300 to 350 sight words that they know with automaticity, like looking at their name. When we talk about decoding words, those are phonetically pure words where we can sound out the letter combinations that we have been taught in first grade phonics or second grade phonics or third grade phonics. These are the two most common patterns that we work on at the elementary level of long vowel patterns and digraph patterns. So let's take a look at a passage. This is one I just grabbed off the internet that would be a typical third, fourth, or fifth grade reading paragraph in a section. Take a minute to read that to yourself and think about some of the words that you have to read in it. So if we take this passage and we look at what are the high frequency words here, there are 54 high frequency words that a child should know to be able to read this passage and not have to take a lot of energy to understand those words. When we look at the other words that are phonetically pure that they could sound out, there's 22 words that they should be able to sound out from phonics and word work patterns in first, second grade, and third grade. That leaves only about 20 words left in this passage that they need to be able to understand and comprehend to answer questions about this. When we look at those 20 words, many of those words repeat, like Olympic, national or nations, athlete, athletes. That leaves just a few words that then the teacher is focusing on to build vocabulary, talk about those words, and then it makes it easier for the child to understand this paragraph if they're able to have their high frequency words and know those phonics to be able to sound out words. This is why it's so important to have those skills before they get into fourth or fifth grade.